ain't no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. Your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give up about it.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go now.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Play action. Here's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time. In motion right is Brown. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now on 2nd and 13, Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Seahawks at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
18, Pioneer. 7 Pirates.
Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but his defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this one is incomplete.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
52 blasted.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Give to Walker on the read option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hurry, hurry.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Myers' kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey,
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and inches, Hurts looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it.
Hurts fumbles it. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Finding Walker complete. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they want.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so it's half the distance and put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They're going to look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And Walker has it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the 29, Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now third down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hurts sets up to throw it. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right, got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10. They're on the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll fire one downfield for Fant, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back to Walker on first down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Darrell Taylor getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
2nd and 4. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach. He's in.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They're going right back to Walker. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
To throw on 2nd down, George. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Tyquan Lewis makes the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. An option handoff given to Sanders. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Seahawks take over at 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Touchdown, Seahawks. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. They do take on the extra point as well. And now things going to be more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here.
This is caught inside the 15.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle to Smith. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you get...
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lie. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the Bluetooth, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off the fabricated streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take a quarter meal, hella follow. Take off the fuck flag, take off reception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the Chanel, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? Get back in pocket.
The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry out for us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe. Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and pools. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing.